Hello. Today is currently April 12th, 2022. The time is 8:27 p.m. I'm starting a little bit earlier today because I want to have everything turned off by 9. That also means I'll upload this tomorrow, which is fine, I guess. I've already uploaded like twice today on YouTube, random stuff. Anyway, my name is Fawnde, otherwise known as Carson Melton. This is my daily video diary. What do I want to talk about? I don't really have a topic I want to talk about. I'd probably come up with one, but I don't really want to. My last video was really long, mostly due to the fact that I didn't have anything. I didn't make 2 videos in 2 days, so I had a lot to talk about, I guess. Today's the opposite. Actually, I have a lot of stuff to talk about for today. There's a few things. Number one, I guess I'll start out. I've decided there's was this idea I heard of looking. I don't spend much time online anymore on social media or anything like that, but I do spend a decent amount of time looking up stuff like changing your life, reading people's stories, what people did, just things like that keep me in the mindset, you know. And I read this one thing where what they did is they would set a goal for themselves for a goal, just anything. It could be something small, like for example, one of my goals is drink an entire gallon of water a day. And you would make a goal like that. It could be something bigger, something smaller. It could be more, doesn't matter. And you would do it for 30 days. You'd make sure you do it for 30 days. And then after that, you would repeat the process for 12 months. Now, that doesn't mean repeat it with the same thing, which I probably would keep doing this for 12 months, but you'd do something else. Like, so the next month, you would pick up, I don't know, I want to wake up at a certain time every day. And you would start doing that. And what it does is it helps you build habits, and it makes it a short amount of time where you only focus on that one thing. So you don't feel like you're doing all these other things. You focus on one thing, and helps you build like good habits, you know. So that's something I read, something I'm going to start doing. There's really 3 things, I guess. There's a lot more things I'm doing. Actually, there's a lot of things I plan on doing. I'm kind of doing a lot. I would live with the major ones. Number 1, I want to drink an entire gallon of water every day. I'm almost done with this one. I'm going to start marking it on the actual container too. Number 2, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Number 3, I want to walk. Well, I at least want to get 10,000 steps on my watch. And number 4, I want to spend an hour a day working on Dungeons and Dragons. Because I feel like if I can dedicate that, I feel like right now it's a big problem in my life. But I think if I can dedicate the time a day, it will make it a lot easier, I think. Where it's less of a burden and less of a thought in my mind, like, oh, I gotta do this. Where naturally it'll be done. And doing an hour a day is going to be plenty of problem. Because, I mean, there'll be some days I won't need to do more. But if I force myself to do an hour a day, I'll end up having more and more done. So I think that would be good. So, you know, that's something I heard, and that's something I plan on doing. I think it's a good way for me to start building some habits, starting a little bit smaller. I'm still doing small things. I'm slowly adding things. And now that I'm back from Atlanta, I finally have enough time to sit down. And I don't have any plans to go off and do anything. I just have enough time to sit down and finally start powering out the schedule. You know, I don't have a bunch of stuff, expectations. I'm pretty free. Like today, I had a lot of downtime. I kind of wasted that downtime. I was a little bit lazy, to be honest. But I had a lot of downtime. So that's a good sign. But no, I guess I'll talk about my day. So today I woke up. I went to bed a little bit later because I ended up recording my video later than I ended up going to bed at like 10:30 or something. I went to the other bedroom. I slept with my cat, one of my cats. She was very sweet. Slept pretty well. I set some alarms to wake up at 6. I ended up getting up about 6:20 or so. And I got up, got ready. Then I ended up leaving about 6:40, and I just started walking. Normally, I'd only walk a little bit, but for some reason that day, I was like, I'm going to take this lawn path. I knew it'd be 5 miles, because I used to run it in cross country. So I walked 5 miles, which instantly gave me my 10,000 steps. Speaking of which, how many steps do I have right now? I have 14,820. Hold on. I have to get 15,000 before I go to bed. I can't just sit here. There's 180 steps at the end. I'm gonna start walking while I'm talking. But no, actually this might be a little bit harder than I think. I'll have to figure it out. So I did that. It took me about an hour and a half or so to walk all that time, which to be fair is a long time. But I'm supposed to be doing about 2 hours of exercise a day regardless. I didn't cycle today because I could have cycled, but I was just like, whatever. Let me think what else. Oh my God. This was awful, let me tell you. This was actually awful. So since I'm back at my house, I splurged out in Atlanta. Spent a lot of money. Ate a bunch of junk food. And now that I'm back, I have all of this fresh food, all these fresh veggies that are starting to go bad. Like the broccoli went bad the 10th. The spinach and kale is supposed to be bad the 10th. So I'm needing to eat through all of it. But, I'm trying to keep to a schedule where I eat like a small breakfast and basically like a snack during lunch and then eat a dinner. So this morning I was like, you know what? What's healthy for me? Greek yogurt mixed in with, I got this packet of mixed fruit. It has strawberries, which I don't like strawberries. Like, I've never liked strawberries, and I start eating them, and it's just, it's not that they really, it's just they're so sweet. They're so sweet, and then, I need to turn around. I'm getting clogged up here. They're so sweet, but then since they have all those little, like, pores on the side, which I guess those are seeds, I don't know what they are, it has this weird crunch. It's really weird, like it's like super, the texture's like super chewy, super like it just dissolves in your mouth, but then you got that weird crunch from all the freaking seeds or whatever the heck that is. I don't know. I just don't like it. Then there's also blueberries, blackberries, and red raspberries. I wish there was more red raspberries. Next time I go to the store, I'm just gonna like straight up buy red raspberries. I think they're so good. But so I put that in there, and it's plain Greek yogurt. The reason I chose plain Greek yogurt is because the vanilla and the light had like 14 grams of sugar and like I think it was more like 7 or 8 grams of sugar and then like 14 grams of protein, while the plain has like 38 grams of protein and like almost no sugar at all. So I was like, this is most definitely, oh God, I'm more kinds of tied up. I was like, this is most definitely a better choice. Let me see, right there again. Oh, we're there. Okay, we're at 15,035. That's all I wanted. I'll have to untangle myself later. But yeah. So I made that, and I was like, okay. I tried it. I was like, this is awful. That's what I said to myself. Because it's really tart. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna add. I got this granola as well. I forgot about it until that moment. But I got vanilla almond granola to put on my yogurt in the morning. So I basically had all this fruit and this granola and this yogurt. So it was a really healthy breakfast. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was so much protein and fiber, like a crazy amount. So really healthy. But the problem is it tasted awful. It's actually so hard to eat. I'm going to tell you how, I'm going to try and explain to you how I felt. So I made this, it was really bad at first, so then I added honey to make it sweeter, which helped mellow out the bitterness and the tartness. So I was outside, I've made this new rule, which I guess is another rule of mine. I will not eat in my room anymore. I will not eat anything in my room. For one reason, when I eat in my room, there might be crumbs. Another reason, I'll end up getting distracted, like watch something, or I want to cut that out. So what that means is sometimes I'll eat inside the kitchen, But usually I'll go outside on the porch and like watch the cars go by while I eat. So I did that this morning. And when I was out there, like every bite I took, I was either like, my eyes were in tears. I almost threw up. I was like, started gagging 3 times. Almost threw up at least one time. And I was like, every time I take something, I like bite something. It took me 30 minutes to eat it. I had to wash it down with water so many times. Oh my God, it was awful. Actually, so bad. I'm going to do it again tomorrow, and it's going to suck. I think I'm going to make a smaller portion, but it's going to freaking suck. I'll tell you that. Whew, ugh. God, ugh. It's just, the thing is, it was really weirdly bitter. And then with the yogurt, it was a weird texture. And then whenever you got the fruits would also give it a weird texture and it'd be like really chewy. And the granola was really crunchy. It was just like, it was a bad combination. Just awful combination. If I can't get over it, I'll end up getting the vanilla yogurt probably, which would be a lot better, I think. However, it's not nearly as healthy. So I really don't want to, but if I need to, I will. Because today was rough. Today was very rough. Then for lunch, I just had a tangerine, a mandarin, whatever you want to call it. I think they're the same things. Like a little orange. I've never had one before, so I tried it. It was pretty good. I didn't really like the hard bits, like in the center, like the white part where I guess the core kind of is. I don't know. So that wasn't that great, but really juicy, pretty good. I definitely like apples more, for sure. That's all I had for lunch. Then later in the evening, my broccoli is going bad, so it went bad the 10th, so I cooked like half of that. I warmed up. I saw like a piece of chicken from when I made teriyaki chicken with un, so I warmed that up. I made a little bit of bread. Made a little bit of bread, and then I don't really like broccoli or even vegetables raw. I don't really like the crunch or I don't know, something about them. Most of them, at least. So I was like, how would I like broccoli? So I decided to roast it. So what I did is I got a bunch of broccoli out and I tossed it with olive oil. I tossed it with salt, pepper, garlic, and also I added some. What else was it? Oh, some lemon juice. Did I add something else? I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. I tossed it all together, then I put it on a pan and I baked it at like 420 degrees for like 18 minutes. Same time, I threw in the chicken and some bread. I don't know if I would be able to eat roasted broccoli by itself. I don't think I'd be able to eat any vegetables by itself, at least not yet. But roasted broccoli seasoned that way, with the chicken and the bread, was pretty good. I don't know if it was influenced by the fact that my breakfast was so fucking bad or not. But like there was a few times I would get a piece of broccoli and I would just instantly get another one. Like, oh, that's pretty good. There were also some pieces that were kind of, I don't know if they had too much lemon juice or if they had too much like olive oil. I don't know what it was, but they had a little bit too much something and those were a little hard to eat. But I ate all of it, Actually, I ate all of the freaking yogurt too. It doesn't matter if I don't like it. I force myself to eat it. Even if it takes me the yogurt, it took me 30 minutes to eat all that. It was awful. It was actually awful. I don't do it again tomorrow. I hope it'll be better. I don't know though. Afterwards, I didn't do much. I came inside. I did over an hour worth of D&D work. I just did simple stuff, but I did some D&D work. Normally would play yesterday. Like normally would have played today. But I called it off because I want to prepare more. What else is there? And that. I don't think I did much more. Then not long ago, I just went with my family. One of my great uncles, Uncle Dean, is currently in my town. He's came down with, with his dog and with his. They're not married, but they're kind of like a couple, kind of. But they came down and they're staying here. They have Ham would be jealous. They have a really nice van, like one of those like traveling vans, like that has all the stuff, solar panels, water, stove, sink, has everything. It's like a van you can live in, more or less. They have a really nice one. They came down in that. Oh my god, so good. So we went and saw them for the last few hours. They're down camping. There's literally like a national forest, literally like 5 miles away from me. I kind of forgot it's there, but the state forest is there. What's a state forest? I guess federal forest, same thing. Um, I should ride my bike there more often. Might be a little bit dangerous. It'd actually probably be kind of hard to ride my bike. It's probably more like 8 miles or something. I can definitely take my car there, and I can start hiking. That'd be nice. I should go there and hike more. But that's really nice. And obviously I came back, and I'm here making this video now. Still need to write in my journal. But I think I'm going to. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. Do my 5 miles in the morning, come back, take a shower, make my freaking yogurt, and probably have a stroke trying to eat it. Then I think in the evening I'm going to. Actually, I don't know if I'll do yogurt tomorrow. I think I won't do yogurt tomorrow. I think I'm going to cook some of my spinach and kale, and try and make some breakfast with like eggs and like some bread or something. And try and because the kale's also run real bad as well as the spinach, so I need to try and figure out how to cook that. I think I'm going to try and roast it as well. I don't never been a fan of leaves like lettuce or anything, and they're basically the same thing. So I'm going to try and figure out how to cook those. Hope for the best. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Today was pretty simple. It's been a good day though. Today was a very good day. Back on track. I keep getting reminded about basically, the reasons I'm doing this. I will see stuff online, or I'll mess up, or I'll start feeling the urges to do something, and I'll get really, really, really mad at myself. Like very, very irritated. And it keeps reminding me of why I want to do stuff. So today was a very good step in the right direction, and I hope it continues this way, especially now that I don't have any big distractions. No, I'll be back here tomorrow to tell you what happens. Hopefully it'll be about the same as today. Maybe more. Hopefully my attempt at making more greens will turn out well. Anyway, thank you very much. I love you, and I'll see you later.